sorry about yesterday. We're kind of changing something up. I know it's a Saturday. I don't know if everybody's going to be here, which is fine. The VOD will be up, so if you happen to catch the VOD and not be here live, this is kind of a one-off. Being on a Saturday, something came up, kind of hung out with some friends last night, kind of pushed the stream out. But a couple of you guys asked for weekend streams, so I figured it wasn't a big deal. Let's just push it one day and see what it looks like, and see how everybody likes Saturdays. But yeah, I mean, we've got just a little bit of news. We'll kind of go and talk about everything. I've got a setup behind me that you'll see here soon. We'll talk about some things that I've picked up. We'll talk about some controversy when it comes to some figures that have announced. Like, you'll see, those obviously in the thumbnail and everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by announcing, like right here, that we are also not only streaming on YouTube right now, we are also streaming on Twitch. So if you want to follow me over there, if that's your more preferred following or platform, you can do that. It's the exact same stream. We're multi-streaming. So we're here on YouTube and we're also on Twitch over on Collecting Snook. So if you guys want to follow me over on Twitch, you can, which is kind of cool because it kind of started this whole thing. As you guys notice down in the corner here, the chat does roll as you guys talk and everything. But we also added some alerts. So not to use you as a guinea pig, Veronica, but Veronica actually subscribed to the channel over a month ago. And this is what the alerts look like. So pretty cool. So that's what it look like. So if you follow over on Twitch, it'll show up like that, but be, purple. If you're on YouTube, it'll be red. And that's also what the chat will look like. If it's a YouTube chatter, it'll be red. If you're on Twitch, it'll be purple. So there's also possibilities that we could add more platforms and stuff. Maybe like at Facebook, because I do have a Facebook page that I promote as well. Just kind of cool little tidbits to add to the stream to make it a little bit more engaging. You guys can see your chat on the screen. You can see if you follow, subscribe, donate, all that kind of stuff. I don't know where I put it. It's around here somewhere. So, first thing I wanted to say, what's up, Action Figure Avenue? How are you? Anybody over on Twitch? Hello. What's going on? How are you guys? If you don't know, mainly I make content on YouTube. I live stream here. We've kind of been out of the video game for a while. There's a big story because of that. Obviously, we moved. But there's a big backlog of videos if you want to go over there and check them out. Mainly SH Figuarts and stuff. But we are going to start, obviously, on our favorite spot, which is going to be Instagram. So I don't feel so bad. Over on my Discord, which let's do that first, actually. If you guys don't know, I'm sure you guys are aware of it if you've been here before, but we do have a Discord. It is called Collecting Together. It's right here. So many categories of stuff. We've got general, anime, movies and TV, sports, a voice chat, a theater if you want to hang out in there. And then we have a collector showcase. In here, we can show everything that we have. We have a great team over there. Cat and also Craft. He's over there. And you get to post about your collections. You get to post about upcoming things like right here. We announced when the drop, and we kind of kept this updated. If you wanted to get your Beast Deities, Norse Gods 10-inch Broly, stuff like that. We talk about anime over here, which is pretty cool. There's over 70 members when it comes to the collecting community. If you want to join, I will put a link. Let me do that now. I am thinking of it. Where's that at? Invite link. If you want to join, it's free to join. There's no membership. There's no paid thing around it. All I ask is you bring good attitudes, positive attitude, and also, let's put it in. I'm going to put on YouTube here. Oh gosh, that's the wrong. Gosh, come on. Hold on. It is fighting me right now. Copy. Yeah, I'm going to put it on YouTube. And then I'll also put it in the Twitch chat too, if you happen to be there. If you want to join the Discord, the link is right there. It's free to join if you're not part of it. Like I said, all I ask is you bring your positive attitude and your knowledge to share and also gain. If you're wanting to know anything about collecting, if you find a good deal, if you think it's a good deal, or think if it's a fake, we have a great cast of people over there that will help you out and be pretty selfless about it. It's a pretty cool community. A lot of guys that have joined on here on the channel have joined that community and is very, very active, which is cool. Just being excited for figures that have come out that you're excited for, that necessarily maybe your mom, dad, girlfriend, wife, whatever is not so excited. Be like, oh, cool. You'll get that, you'll get that gratification over there to show off your collection and your I don't know, your excitedness to share your collection, I guess, is, and somebody that can appreciate it because they collect the same thing or are looking to get into the collection, which is kind of cool. Okay, so from there, let's jump over and do a little stuff. This is going to be an announcement. This is kind of in the thumbnail. I didn't feel that bad. We haven't talked a lot about Daima on the Discord, but this figure was just announced. What was that, 4 or 5 days yesterday? This is about a 2-week-old episode, so if you haven't seen the episode, it's been out for about 2 weeks. But we're gonna go over to Instagram and check out the what is promised. And Wyatt put the thumbnail or the title of this stream today, and kind of the main driving force for the entire community talk today. And I definitely want you guys to be active in the chat if you have any questions or any insight into what you think about this subject. We talk about all the glamour photos and stuff like that, like this one, which is the Super Saiyan 4 Daima Mini Goku. It is coming to SH Figuarts, which is pretty neat. We will only talk about what happened not this Friday, but the following Friday. Anything in the chat that you guys want to talk about, please let's avoid this last Friday. Give people to really be able to catch up and watch that episode. Maybe they're watching it this weekend because of work or something. But I want to talk about this one. It's pretty cool, and the expectation and the glamour photos that we are given, and then sometimes what happens in a big business or a lot of moving parts, or even not even that, but a lot of product going through it, how those things could be shortcoming, which will come to the Shikamaru. We'll kind of talk about that. I'm a little irritated on the quality, on what they have done with that figure, and why it's such a, I don't even know how to say this correctly, but just a travesty in what people have pre-ordered or put money down or expecting. I mean, that could be somebody's favorite character and they just completely butchered it when it came to a handful of the faceplates. We'll kind of watch that on Instagram, but let's start with some positive news, and that is going to be the Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku Mini from SH Figuarts. If you guys haven't seen this episode, this is episode 18, so this was not this past Friday, but the previous Friday. In the episode, kind of going to spoiler, what happened, pretty much Goku went Super Saiyan 3 as Mini, which was really cool. I expect, since we got the Vegeta Super Saiyan 3 figure, we'll probably get the Mini Super Saiyan 3 as well to go alongside that. And then he got defeated, pretty much beat up pretty badly by Goma with the third eye. The older Namekian came over, did some light ball into his chest, and we got Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which is pretty sweet. I mean, they kind of pretty much canonized it, but they did a twist on it, which is kind of neat. I don't know how I feel on the changes. I appreciate the changes, and it does make it a little bit more ape-like, going more towards their primal form of being an ape. He's got the bigger hands here, and the bigger and the bigger forearms. It's kind of neat. That does translate pretty much to the entire episode. Pretty much outside of that, everything aesthetically, obviously, other than what the gi he's wearing and his boots are a little bit different. But the top, his hair comes on the top part or right in the middle of the pec. It doesn't happen in that one. Maybe he has a little bit thicker of a border around his eyes. Hair is pretty much the same. He gets the tail back, and of course, pretty much elbow down is completely different in the design, because the GT version of Super Saiyan 4, he had the hair on the back of his hands. He doesn't obviously do this. It almost goes from the inside of the elbow and tapers out to the outside of the forearm. But I think this is a kind of a cool positive note that we're getting a canonized version of Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Gosh, I keep saying Vegeta. Goku. We're getting a Super Saiyan 4 Goku canonized to the actual lore of the Daima and into the lore, because GT exists outside. It's non-canon to the whole spectrum of Dragon Ball as a franchise. It's kind of offset. It's not inside the lore, which I'm okay with, because it had some weird stuff and it didn't follow the same rules. But also it's kind of disappointing because like some of the coolest things came out of there. I did really like Super 17. I really liked Pan, the way they made her in the show. And of course, Super Saiyan 4, Vegeta and Goku and Gogeta that they showed off in JT. But yeah, I mean, I think this is a positive note going forward. I'm wondering if we'll get that Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, or alongside the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, I wonder if we'll get the Super Saiyan 3 mini Goku as well. I'm not sure, but they kind of present it pretty nice. I don't know if this is going to be a premium Bandai exclusive. I would assume as much. It looks like that most of the figures and through this line are coming through the SH Figuarts premium Bandai website. When it comes to Daima, there's not very many outside of Vegeta, Piccolo, and so you got Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo. Those are general release. Everything else has been a premium Bandai. Goma, Super Saiyan, like just regular Super Saiyan Goku. We haven't got Super Saiyan standard Vegeta yet. I'm imagining this one's probably going to be premium Bandai. I just don't know how well the show will sell figures. I don't know, because they kind of did the same thing with Dragon Ball Superhero. They just made pretty much every single character you could get. Most of them were premium Bandai, outside of a handful, like the standard Goku, the standard Vegeta, the standard Piccolo, the Gohan, stuff like that. But everything else, Beast, Orange, the two Gammas, all of that was Pan, the Brolys, all of that was inside of premium Bandai. I expect the same thing to here. I just don't know how well. I haven't looked at the metrics or anything. I'm not really into that. I kind of go into a show and have my own expectations, or no expectations at all, and just kind of enjoy it for myself. I don't really get into the, is it popular or not? Did I like it? Did I not? And just for my me analyzing it, I thought I think it's a fun show. I don't put a lot of stock in it. It doesn't seem like there's very high stakes, but not everything needs to be a great movie magic, just 10 out of 10 anime. Sometimes it just, needs to sit back and enjoy it, and, makes you smile. And that's exactly what this one does. I think it's neat. It's kind of fun. It's got a lot of callbacks and a lot of tropes from the previous series. I mean, you've got the progression from the Buu Saga kind of in that, where he shows all the Super Saiyan levels. You've got oh gosh, you got like the semi Ginyu Force that gets wiped by Vegeta. That kind of is like shoehorned in there, and they're making a bunch of connections between the Cybermen and all that. So it's kind of like a nice addition, but it's never, to me, it doesn't trample or take away from anything from Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z. It just sits there to enhance it, but in the smallest minute ways, where it really doesn't impact the story. So if you don't enjoy it, it won't ruin Z or Dragon Ball. It doesn't erase anything there. But if you want a little bit more and a little bit more fun, it is what it is. I think it's definitely a solid. Right now, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. I don't think it's mid or 6. I don't think it gets a 5 or a 6. I think it's better than that. But I also wouldn't put it at a great or a very good. I think it's good. I think it's just straight good. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I kind of enjoy it. I think it's fun, and I'll be getting this one. I mean, let me know if you're here live, if you want to say something, or if you are watching the VOD, leave a comment on the video. Are you picking up the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta? Or, gosh, I cannot get Vegeta out of my head. Super Saiyan 4. Yep. Goku. Are you picking them up? For me, I'm definitely going to grab them. I enjoyed the series enough. I like it because it stays within its character and stays within its rules from then what Super has. And I like new forms. I like when the hair grows or the eyebrows go away or this happens or something aesthetically changes other than a color swap. And that's where I really like blue personally. So let's get to some comments real quick and see who's in. Say hello to everybody that's here, both on YouTube and Twitch. So we got a big, which is really cool. Ball of Cheese is in the house, says hello. What's going on, Ball of Cheese? Thank you for being here, like always. Good to see you, your name in the chat. Francesco, I wonder how long until we get the adult version of this figure. Who knows? Maybe they won't make it. I'm not sure. Ball of Cheese definitely getting the Goku, especially the adult version. Yeah. If they make the adult version, we'll see. Trying to avoid, I'm just going to kind of gloss over that. Want to try to avoid today's, this week's episode. But yeah, I wonder if they'll make the giant version of Goma. I don't think so. Goma, I think they'll make the big version, but not the giant. I guess that's probably what you're talking about. Because to me, if you look at it, if you just take Goma's head, make it a little bit bigger, put the third eye on it, and slap it on, oh, what's his face? Jiren's body, that's exactly what he looks like. It's almost the exact same bodysuit as Jiren. So I think they'll make that, repurpose that body with Goma head, and then they'll turn around and sell it. But I almost expect it to happen. But when? And if Goma, the standard one, the tiny 2.5-inch ones, which if you guys haven't seen, not last week because it was Valentine's Day, I hope all of you enjoyed Valentine's Day, you know, with your significant others, girlfriends, whatever. 2 weeks ago, we talked about overpriced figures, and we kind of, I had a little, just a little bit of a rant. Both the VOD is over on YouTube and Twitch if you want to watch last stream. So 2 weeks ago stream where we talked about Tamashii Lightning Week, everything available there. And also we talked about overpriced figures. Goma was on that list. He was $75 being 2.5 inches tall. I would be very shocked to see the price of a fully like large version of Goma. That would be terrifying. So I mean, I expect him to do it though. I mean, it's a cash grab. I really want, I mean, honestly, if we're talking about Daima figures, Ball of Cheese, I really want the 3 Tamagamis. Like, I think they would be really cool. I think they would be unique. It's kind of like for the people that enjoy Dragon Ball Super Hero, which I really liked. It's kind of like getting those unique figures of Gamma 1, Gamma 2. I think it would be really cool to get the Tamagamis. Especially if the Dragon Ball can, like, come, like, go in their belly and not. Extra Gravity 2, I still like the old Super Saiyan design. Super Saiyan 4. Yeah, I still like the old Super Saiyan 4 design more. I like the Super Saiyan 4 design as well. I thought it was neat. The only thing that I wish they would have changed, like with this design, like I like the fact that they kind of did their own thing. They changed it. The forearms look different. And, you know, obviously, like, really the lower half, the only thing that changed was what he was wearing. It's different, just a different pant color and stuff. I think it's just the hair on the chest and the way he did his arms. I don't mind the design. I like both. Obviously, I really enjoy GT's version of Super Saiyan 4. The only thing that I kind of wish they'd done is because it's so heavily, I almost said rumored, so heavily involved in the demon realm, I kind of wish they would have had like some sort of demon bug or some sort of demon magic that like ignited him and then made his ears pointy. That would help with the logic or the explanation of why he has a new form, why he's red, why he's fur, you know, that kind of stuff. He's got the pointy ears. He almost ingests some sort of demon DNA, which mixes with a Saiyan that allows him to go to this form temporarily. And also would explain why, because Super is canon, why he never does this form in the later part of the series, which was go into Super, why he never does this form. I just think that would be kind of a cool writing aspect where you incorporate the whole demon realm and like the demon entities and the magic and everything that you enjoy there. You get the pointy ears. It changes it a little bit more than just literally his arms and a little bit of more hair on his chest. It actually makes it kind of a different form with the pointy ears and more ingested with demon magic, then that way it helps with the storyline later of why he never goes Super Saiyan 4. You almost have to like take that. You almost have to take this form away, because everything that's happening right now, and that's the crazy thing when it comes to this series and these designs. Really cool, really fun in the moment, but when you're thinking about it in storyline and connectivity, and the epilogue of Dragon Ball Z, that's where it's supposed to end. From the end of the Buu saga, and then the epilogue where they go to the World Tournament, they fight Oob, and they fly off, right? In between that is supposed to be Super and this Daima series. I just don't know what they're gonna do, why they don't I don't even know how am I trying to say this, how they get out of this without introducing new forms and new, like Vegeta going Super Saiyan 3. Like, he never does that again. He never does that. It's always been like a what if, or, you know, like Dragon Ball Heroes, you know, all those kind of side things, but he never actually goes that version. So it would give him a way out and really explain of going forward, because they're kind of digging themselves into a hole and trying to cream it into like the smallest. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's like somewhere around a 5-year time gap between those two things. And it just doesn't seem like all of this that's happening in Dragon Ball Super and Daima could happen within a 5-year gap. But I could be wrong. Francesco says they definitely have a lot to explanation to do how this form cannot be attained in Super. Hopefully they do. Personally, Francesco, I think they're just gonna do it as lazy as they get their minds wiped or something. Like, I don't think they'll remember this experience. I think whatever happens to them, the old Namekian will like wipe their minds and like it will never happen, or they'll just end it. Yeah. So Ball of Cheese says my prediction is a memory wipe. Yep. I mean, we were right on the same page. Ball of Cheese. Yeah, I think it's I think it's gonna be the easiest and kind of the cheapest, laziest way they could do it is just literally like just mind wipe. Like, I don't think there's anything that you can do when it comes to these like this form, or what has happened and what they've experienced, and they know about the Tamagamis, they know about magic, they know about all of this stuff, and then all of a sudden they just don't use it again. But also it doesn't make sense if they re-wipe Vegeta from the whole series of Daima. Well, he still knows how to go Super Saiyan 3 at the beginning of Daima before they go off to their adventures and get shrunk. So I don't understand why he never goes 3 again. So there is definitely some holes in the logic there of just doing a full wipe of just a memory wipe. Like, I just don't think that's gonna work. I think that would be lazy, but I think that's the way they're gonna go. Sit for Gwen says, was watching Hereditary and it just needed a break. Hi, what's going on, Sit for Gwen? How are you? We are here on Saturday doing a Saturday stream. How are you? Ball of Cheese, and then somehow go back to the demon realm and get their memories back. Yeah, I don't think we'll ever see the demon realm again. I do enjoy, for what Daima is, I enjoy what they got going for them in where it's a limited series. It's not going to be Super. It's not going to try to be serialized. It's not going to try to do hundreds of chapters of the manga. It's just a nice 20 episode anime only just blurb of Daima. I think that's really fun. I think it's the best course of action. Keep it short, keep it sweet, hit all the beats you want to. I think there's some big things. We won't talk about those because I don't want to ruin what happened last episode. Maybe next week or the week after we can kind of fully talk about Daima spoilers. We can talk about the whole series. But what I think is going to happen is, like, you're never going to hear about this ever again. I think they'll hit every beat that you want them to hit. They will reference, or something will happen with the fusion bug. They've already talked about that when Goku first got all the bag of bugs. He talked, oh, what's this? Oh, it's a fusion bug. It's kind of like the earrings. That's going to get referenced. I guarantee you something's going to happen with that. But I don't know. It's just, I don't see how they can easily go back and undo everything they do without just a clean wipe. So let's go ahead and go back to full screen here. But how's everybody doing? How's everybody's Saturday? I almost said Friday. It's really weird doing this on Saturday. Is it weird for you guys? Do you like it better, or do you like the Fridays? SH Figuarts Avenue says, yeah, there's only one episode left. How are they going to use the bug? Yeah, I think they're going to use the bug. I think Vegeta and Goku are going to use the bug. And that's how they're going to defeat Goma. And then you're going to have some sort of, I don't understand how, it just seems like there are some episodes in the show. Didn't mean for this to be a Daima debate, but like, I don't understand what they're doing when it comes to the whole Daima storyline, because when it comes to Daima storyline, like, we had some episodes like where they fought the giant, like where we met the Ginyu force of that demon realm buying chips, and we wasted a lot of screen time there. But now all of a sudden we're fighting Goma, and it's like go, we gotta hit this and this and that, and it just seems like they got one episode left. Goma's not defeated, and we still have to get the epilogue or the explanation of what's going on. So it just seems like it's like it just was like slow. We stalled a little bit, and then all of a sudden we gotta get stuff done. It just seems like a sloppy, like, writing. I don't know. That's, maybe I'm being a little picky on that. Maybe I should just let that go, but it just seems a little rushed. Hopefully we get an hour-long episode. Ball of Cheese, I do not think it's gonna happen. Oh, I missed some comments. Let me roll back up. Hold on. Oh gosh. Okay. Ball of Cheese says, and then somehow go back. Oh, I already read that one. SH Figuarts said, yeah, there's only one episode left. How are they gonna use the bug? The bug has to have 3 people. It does? I don't remember that being mentioned. But also that was like almost 20 weeks ago, so I don't remember. Interesting. Well, there's only 2 Saiyans. So are they gonna do the 2 Saiyans in Piccolo? Or are they gonna do something else? Or maybe the 3 demons? Maybe it's gonna be Pansy, Glorio, and something? I don't know. Or it could be Piccolo, the old geezer, and Dende, because there's 3 Namekians. I just don't see them crossing species. I don't know if that would work. Ball of Cheese says, hopefully we get an hour-long episode. Doubt it. I bet it will be another 30-minute episode. Sifra Gwen says, wait, Daima is already ending? Wow, I don't watch it, but that seems fast for Dragon Ball. Yeah, it's definitely a quick and concise mini story. It's only 20 episodes long. It's pretty fun. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, it's pretty fun. Don't expect Z level. Don't expect, it's more on the lines of Dragon Ball. It's funnier, it's more cutesy, it's slow paced. The action for the fight for Goma is pretty awesome. The animation's really good. It just makes me want that Dragon Ball Z remake, or re-animation, like what One Piece is getting, the One Piece with Studio. I would like something else for them to do. Like, I would like them to completely overhaul Dragon Ball Z. I think in this art style, it would look phenomenal. But yeah, it's a short little side adventure, which is pretty fun. Craft Glass says, "What up? I'm out and dropping in for the sport." Thanks, Crafts. Thank you, Craft. I appreciate you being here. Sent for going. We want to talk about the new Naruto release having messed up faces. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Sent for going. You just hit like the saddest chord in my repertoire. Like, I'm so freaking mad about that, but yeah, we're definitely gonna get to that. I wanted to start with positivity. I wanted to get everybody smiling and have a good time before we just, me go into another rant, because I went into like 3 of them last week or 2 weeks ago when we streamed. It wasn't fun. SH Figuarts Avenue, it was shown on the picture when they first talking about it. Oh, okay. So it needs 3, but how isn't it one bug? Are they gonna rip the bug like apart to eat it? I don't know. What about the Tamagamis fusing? Ooh, that would be interesting. That'd be cool. But you don't even see the other 2. It's just because you don't see the one that tried in outside of the episode with Vegeta, and you haven't seen the Hammer one since like episode 2. So I doubt they're gonna show up. I mean, they might. That'd be kind of cool. But I don't think they're gonna take the glory of a fusion away from the Saiyans. I just don't think that's gonna happen. And I don't know who they're gonna. If it's supposed to be three people, I don't see that happening. But it's definitely gonna be a Vegeta, Goku, something. But they're not gonna take that glory away from Goku and Vegeta, because everybody loves Goku and Vegeta, and they will get all the glory, every single, you know, every single bit and party that they can get. All right, so let's go over and we will talk about Shikamaru. So we're gonna do a little bit of negativity here. Don't be too broken up about it. But we are gonna, if my chat will load, here we go. So let's go to Instagram here. Okay, so wow. I'm just gonna let you guys take a look at this and look at the left and look at the right, and you tell me which one was the one made by Tamashii and which one was made by a third party that is actually selling updated faces, so you can scrape the other one off and put it on. It kind of gives it away, doesn't it? But yeah, looking at this one, this was sent over, been floating all over social media. This is actually Isaac Wong Toys. He has pictures up on what's going on, and this is from BASR Collects. It looks like they are selling these stickers, so you can go on and do your orders and get these new eyes. Because yes, I kind of gave it away, but the one on the left is what Tamashii is producing. I have no idea what's going on. What happened? How did this get out of the factory? Where is the quality control? I understand that they do service factories to make these things, but they also need to be in there making sure their product is not coming out like crap. It doesn't matter what you're making. If you're making a figure, if you're making a toolbox, refrigerators, whatever, there's got to be some sort of level of quality control or testing. If you buy an appliance, they always have a tag of QC that they tested everything before it went out of the factory. Like, how did like a couple of these come off the line? Like the first one sliding down the line inside the factory, you're there. Hey, we're gonna have the first Shikamaru done, boxed, and printed out and shown you on this date. Why aren't they there to see what in the hell and the horror that this is? Like, the dude is looking in two different directions. If you stood right in front of him, I think he would miss you. This is awful. Like, I don't understand how this gets made. Let's see what you guys said. Balachi says, I really can't blame Tamashii for the manufacturing. I mean, you are paying the manufacturer to make these, so I mean, to me, it is a blame on the manufacturer, but it's also a blame on Tamashii for not quality controlling their own product. You're going to make sure you're putting in the best product out and not shipping this stuff. To me, if I owned this, I would be pulling these off the shelf, and I would not be sending these out. I would put a delay on it. I would rather the figure get delayed by 6 months and we get a decent figure than getting a figure now that looks like this crap. Like, and to me, this is the one of like, I think 3 of the face, because I think it comes with 5 faces. 3 of them look really bad and 2 of them look serviceable. So I don't I'm not like, I don't know. To me, I'm irritated because I already pre-ordered mine. I put my money down. It's already out. I already got it pre-ordered. When it comes in, they're going to ship it to me, and this is what I'm going to get. This was a $70 figure, and this is what it looks like. It doesn't look like anything that's from the show. You put this side by side next to the manga. This is not what he looks like. It looks off. His eyes aren't even in the right spot. They're kind of drifting. He almost looks more of like a shark than he does Shikamaru. The one on the left is somebody that took their time and just like literally drew out his eyes and then just printed it. Like, this to me would not seem like it would take very much time to make a decent face, just to draw eyes, print it, scale it, and there you go. But this is just horrible. Like, I don't understand what's going on, why this is happening, and why they think this is okay to ship this. Like, to me, if you get this in and be like, oh, well, we have 100,000 units, you know, we're going to ship them out anyway. Like, that's not right. I don't, like, Tamashii has been doing this too many times and have had too many figures come through the realms where they could just let stuff go like this. They have to be better when it comes to their products, because it might be something little like 1 faceplate out of 5, right? Or 3 out of 5, which is a failing grade. But at the same time, like, we've had the miscoloring with the Goku upper body. We've had the trunks where the articulation was crap. Did they go back and ultimately remake the figure better and get it, you know, what the legs weren't super shaky and stuff? Yes. But did they refund you? Or did you have to go out and buy a second trunks to fix that issue? See what I'm saying? Like, they're not being hit in the pocketbook to have to go back and make these figures. I had to buy a second trunks if I wanted a fixed one. I have to go out and buy the legendary Goku again if I don't want the weird pale chest. That is, the cost is being put on me, the consumer, and it's starting to get to the point where it's not just that one, it's this one. Now we got Shikamaru, which is a problem. And how many more issues is this going to happen? Like, if I get Togoro coming out and it's a $90 figure, or the new remake of the Broly, which is which is going to be $100 with shipping and the whole 9, like, are you going to send me a figure that looks like crap for $90 and not apology but no credit back, or to pull the figure off the shelf and resell it at a later date after you fix it? I don't know. I just think, you know, I could forgive this, and I'm going on a little rant that I'll definitely get comments here in a second. But to me, it's like, I don't know, like, $70 isn't cheap. These things are, you know, here, I'm gonna show you a little preview. We'll get to him in a second. But like, Pain, like, this little guy, 6 inches tall, like, 80 bucks. He looks great. He looks perfect. And then you're going to sell me this figure, but it's going to look like crap for $70, and I feel like I just wasted my money. Like, if this was $25, it'd be like, oh, that kind of sucks. But I understand the budget is low. You know, the budget for each figure is low, so the quality is going to, you know, have a hit. These at $70 being that big should definitely not take that kind of hit. So, oh, it just drives me nuts. SH Figuarts says, I still can't believe that Shikamaru thing is real. Dude, and I don't know how rampant it is. Like, the one that I ordered, because I ordered mine from a domestic retailer, so I ordered mine from Kappa, just kind of let you guys know. Is their stock going to be this? Is this the first run? When did they catch this? Did they get all, whatever, 10,000 or 100,000 units printed and they all look like this? Did they get first through the first, you know, couple thousand, or whatever, and, you know, they put that over there on, on blast, where it's like, what is going on? Like, how far in the production line is it? All of it? Is it a little bit? Is it half of it? Is it a quarter of it? Like, how rampant is this mistake? Because to me, like, if it's all the units, that's just negligent. Like, you just didn't even think to look, or you saw it come off the line and he goes, yup, that looks good. This is, to me, unacceptable for sure. It just seems so weird that it looks like this, because this is not the only photo I've seen. I've seen them in the boxes this way. This is not the only source. This was just the best source that I found for this figure. And I just don't get it. Like, your expectation for these figures, $70, premium figure, you know, articulation very, very high, not shaky, well put together, good materials, you know, good printed face, accurate, all of that kind of stuff, for a high price. You know, these aren't You know, I give a lot of leeway to Marvel Legends that are $20, $25, but they do some really good stuff. Like, Hasbro does some really good stuff when it comes to their aesthetic. And to me, I've always been a person where I care more about the aesthetic of the figure than the articulation. A lot of people had a lot of problems with the black suit second release from the Namek Saga Vegeta, which we'll take a look at here in a little bit. But like, a lot of people had the problem with the articulation because it was really limited. But to me, I would rather sacrifice limited mobility to make sure the figure looks good. This to me, like, we'll just pop back right to that real quick. This to me right here, this ruins the figure to the point where I don't even want to own it. Like, I would rather just give it away than own this figure. Like, that completely is just frustrating. All right, read someone comparing it to Sid the Sloth. Yeah, I've seen it. God, I can't remember his name. My buddy compared it to the guy off of the Goonies. The Hey You Guys, that guy. I don't remember what his name is. Goku, SROE had the same issue too. Saiyan Raised on Earth. Was his faces messed up? Sid for Gwen was his face, was like the faces were messed up too for Raised on Earth? I don't remember, but also that one was $35. You know, quality control, like $35 figure. But like 70, that's two. Like that just drives me nuts. Balaji says, good thing I don't collect Naruto. Hey man, you dodged a bullet. But you know, that's the thing, like, what if it was intentional? I don't think they would do it intentionally. If they did it intentionally, that's stupid, because Naruto has a really big following when it comes to just the anime in general. I don't think with multiple errors like the Dragon Ball series has had, that the Naruto series could survive that. I just don't think the Naruto figures, I think they do so well, and I think they can survive maybe one or two hiccups. But if this is the level of hiccups and they have multiple, it could do what it did last time and kill the line. The Naruto series came out and I think it had, oh man, I'm gonna ballpark 5 to 10 figures in between there, and it just died. Nobody was buying it. It just didn't do any good. Like, they were too expensive at the time. They were, I mean, back then when they were coming out, like maybe 2014, 2016 maybe. I mean, they were like $70, $80 a figure, and that's normal now, but that's not normal back then. And that's the really big thing, is like making sure that, you know, you have a good product, because if you don't put a good product out, people aren't going to buy it. If nobody buys it, you're going to lose money. And what happens when you lose money? You shut it down. I don't want this line to be shut down, because I really do enjoy Naruto a lot. Like, this is probably my second series. If I had to cut out everything except for 2 series, it would be Naruto and it would be Dragon Ball Z specifically. But like, I'm just worried that they're gonna make, you know, I think when it comes to Naruto, that the Tamashii has made multiple mistakes when it comes to their marketing and their putting forward. The quality on this one is really baffling to me, and I think it could potentially hurt them quite a bit when it comes to the figures. But my thing with it is, like, they made the mistake there, and then they also made the mistake when it came to splitting their fan base by making the Naruto 99. Like, people wanted to collect Naruto, but now you're making Naruto 99, which is the same characters you just did. So it doesn't make any sense why, you know, they would do stuff like this, make mistakes this way, but then also segregate your Naruto fan base to either A, collect both lines, the Naruto 99 and the regular Naruto line, or collect one or the other. And I don't feel like you service a lot for both. Like, I just feel like you're hurting both, or you're making that one person that's interested in all of it, like, pay astronomical amounts for just reprint characters with new faces. So I just don't know how Tamashii's going to make it out of these mistakes. They need to climb out of the hole. This, to me, ruins the character. if, you know, if my face did not look like my face, I wouldn't be me. You know what I mean? Like, this does not look like Shikamaru. And I think it needs to be pulled and not shipped. It needs to be recalled. So, I mean, that's just me. Anyway, Sloth from the Goonies. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, that I've heard that comparison. It's really funny. Oh, thanks, Stream Elements. Consider following and having a good time. That's over on Twitch. That's a self thing over on Twitch. Brad Hawk Talk, what up? What else? How are you, brother? I am good. It is a Saturday. Almost said it's a Friday. It's not a Friday. We're back to streaming. Next week we will be back on track. We will be on a Friday. YouTube and Twitch. We're gonna push that going forward, posting on both platforms, which is fun. I think it's just interesting. I definitely think it. I think it just opens the variety of being able for users to, you know, it's just kind of fun. And we added alerts, which is kind of cool. So if you go over and follow me on Twitch, which is Collecting Snook on Twitch, you'll actually see, like, I think it's in this corner, you'll see a new animation that I made, which is kind of cool. It's cute little baby Goku. So, or if you become a YouTube member, you'll also get a little notification, which is cool. Or if you donate, there'll be a notification up here. We added a bunch of fun things, some alerts and stuff, just playing around with it. Had an extra week not to stream, so kind of figuring out little things, which is like super, super sweet. What's going on? Higatiku? Yo, did you cancel your order for Shikamaru? As of this time, no. I think the pre-order for Shikamaru, personally, like, here's the sticky thing. If I can't, so I pre-order from a small retailer out of California, which is Kappa Hobby. Really enjoy their customer service, and I really like for what they do and how they present, and they take really good care when it comes to shipping and good prices and competitive, and really, like, if you have any issues, really nice when you hit them up on Instagram and stuff like that. So to me, if I canceled my pre-order, if I was going through like Crunchyroll or like a really big entity, I probably wouldn't think second about it. I just don't want to hurt the little company by, you know, hurting them by canceling the pre-order. I'll probably keep it in. I know there's 2 decent face plates in. I might just get it in. If I saw this, I probably wouldn't have ordered it. I probably would have waited, but because I already pre-ordered it, put my money down, and I did it with a smaller retailer that I do really like and I want to support, and I don't want to hurt them by canceling the pre-order, I'm going to go ahead and keep it in to support them because I think they're doing an amazing job over there. So I'll keep it in, but if I saw this, I probably wouldn't have pre-ordered it. So I just don't want to hurt them. Ball of Cheese, I posted a picture of Goku, Saiyan Raised on Earth head on the Discord. It's Goofy. Really? Okay. Let's see. Boop. Alright, we're gonna go over to the Discord. Oh, let's boop. Oh, does that one look? Nope. Let's go this one. There it is. Okay, so this is the Raised on Earth. This was from Ball of Cheese over on the Discord. He gave us that updated photo, and it does, man. It looks odd. It does look. At least it's not cross-eyed. Does mine look like that? It is Goofy. Well, I appreciate that, Ball of Cheese. Like, there's a reference point, guys. So they've done it before. Oof. I don't remember that. I have this figure. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check out mine. It's in a box over here. I have 2 of them. But yeah, I'll have to check that out. Thank you, Ball of Cheese. Thanks for dropping that into Discord. That's really sweet. That really helps out everybody's reference points that this has happened again and not in the Naruto line. I don't like, where's this being shipped out of? Is it, did they open a new factory and are going to have trials and tribulations going forward? Jeez. Brad Hawk Talk says, any recent pickups? I grabbed Tanjiro on sale the other day, even though I'm not far into Demon Slayer. Brad Hawk, oh, he got him on sale? He was $35. He's a good figure. Yes. Actually, I got some figures over here. Let me show you a little tease that we're gonna do here in a little bit. There's some pickups right there. So there's a couple more. We'll talk about a little bit of pickups. A little bit of the pickups here in a little bit. But yeah, I did pick up some. There's a little tease. There's definitely, yeah, he was 20% off. 20. Whoa. Pretty good, pretty good. 20% off. That's awesome. That's nice. Heck yeah. Side note, which I want to talk about these real quick. Just quick glance, but we'll get to my pickups. I got them behind me. They're rotating right now. You can kind of see the light right there. But yeah, we'll get to those. I did pick up a few things. I got about 5 figures to show you that I picked up, which I really enjoy. But quick, I wanted to just kind of like side tour. There's a big like community push both ways to support and shut down competing brands. And I've seen a lot of debate going back and forth between a lot of brands where like, don't buy this brand, buy this brand because this one way or another, and try to like force a lot of people back and forth on what to get, what not to get. I definitely think a lot of people have their opinions and should have their opinions and share those opinions, especially when it comes to YouTube, if they should or not buy stuff. But like strong arming or saying something like, what do you collect? I collect Jada, that's trash, blah blah blah. That does happen, and I've noticed a lot of drama between the Storm Arenas and the Jada community. I know there's a lot of clash back and forth between those two companies. I just kind of want to show off what's going on over at Storm Arena. I'm not a big fighting game fan. I don't know that much about it. If you guys want to, I'll show you this real quick. Let's do this. If you guys are probably subscribed to him already, but go over to my buddy. Is it this one? Go over to my buddy Mountain Arts Reviews. If you want more fighting game stuff and more on this topic, we're only going to spend like a minute or two on it, but he knows all about Storm collectibles, Storm Arena, Jada figures, more fighting game stuff. So go check him out. But in the time being, what I want to talk about is the new figures coming out for Street Fighter Alpha 3 Storm Arena Rio 1/12 scale. So these are going to be 1/12 scale, so going to be 6-inch figures. I think these look really cool. And what they got going on here with Storm Arena, this is going to be a competitor to Jada Toys. If you guys know about Jada Toys, they're doing more of the Street Fighter stuff, $25. And this is going to be a competitor to it. Like, I love competition, and I really wish that Figma, I almost said Crunchyroll, Good Smile Company with Figma and other companies would do more competitive stuff when it comes to SH Figuarts. I know there's Buzzmod, Figma, stuff like that. I just don't feel like there's a really good competitor when it comes to all the new big anime, when it comes to, Dan Dance coming out, Sakamoto Days, Kiribashi's coming out. Like, there's a lot of big anime and manga right now that I feel like Tamashii is jumping on board of, and I would like more competition, because what drives competition is better results. And this is all this is. I think this looks really great. This is $25 figure. This is not going to be your $80 Storm collectible quality and accessories. This is going to be pretty bare bones, but have some pretty decent articulation. But it looks really nice. I just want to point this out. I don't really look at, fighting game stuff, and I will not buy this for sure. But $26.99 over on Big Bad. I think when we had a chat with Mars last time we streamed on his channel, I think he said they're exclusive to Big Bad. I could be wrong. I don't know if they'll be on shelves at Target next to the Jada figures. But, I mean, if you're a Street Fighter fan, I mean, you're having, like, man, $25, and it's getting an effects piece. It's so freaking crazy of, like, what Storm is able to do over there. I wonder if they're taking a loss on this figure just to get their foot in the door. Because you're getting the entire figure. Looks like you're getting 2 different base plates. You're getting the stand for him. You're getting the Hadouken stand. And, of course, it looks like... I don't know if those are the fists. Let's zoom in real quick. So you're getting the fists and some fighting hands. So you're only getting 2 pairs of hands. So they are making sacrifice a little there, but only 26 bucks. Then they also announced Kin's coming, which is pretty cool. Another $26.99. You're gonna have Kin, what's his name? Kin Masters, I think. Which is pretty cool. It's gonna have 2 head sculpts, 3 pairs of hands, a fireball, and it's gonna have a stance. So we're getting effects pieces. Like Tamashii's $35 figures, 9 times out of 10 do not come with effects pieces. So, you know, he's getting the Shadouken Fire Fist. So if you want to see more on this kind of stuff, like I said, run over to Mountain Arts Reviews. He has breakdowns of like all that stuff. You know, actually, like, look at that, $26 right now, 1 day ago. Go check out his 10-minute video about the $26 Storm Arena. He did Baki. You know, you got Sagat, Dan, Chun-Li, and Charlie apparently coming to that line. Just kind of want to shout out him. He's a good buddy of mine. He knows more about it. So if you're looking for that kind of stuff, he's got a video on Ken and Rio. Go over to his channel and check it out. Pretty cool stuff. I just want to give him a shout out because I think the Storm Arena stuff looks sick. Like, I don't know. Let's do Spider-Man. Let's do, hold on 1 second. I kind of want to pull this up real quick. Hide in stock. Hide pre-order. Let's see if it's in here. Woo! Spider-Man. There we go. All right. Sorry. Just pulling something up. Okay. Sid for Gwen said Storm is making some pretty cheap Street Fighter for alpha figures. Yeah. Like, I think they're like what they're coming out with is going to be crazy. I actually forgot it. Did you play the new Marvel Rivals update? I did. I got to play a little bit after work yesterday, and a couple of buddies and I completed a couple of the missions. I played yesterday, got the first day of the missions done. Today I did the other missions before I went outside and did some stuff. And then what was it? And then in 2 days I'll play. I won't play tonight, but I'll play tomorrow to get the missions, or maybe the next day. For the missions. Yes, I did. I really like the Thing. He's really fun. I'm terrible at Human Torch. If you guys play Marvel Rivals, you can go over to the Discord, and you can find my profile. If you guys want to play, you can add me as a friend. It's in, let's see. Let's go to, let me pull that back up. Yeah. Let's see. Down. Right here, over in the announcement channel. Boom. You can find all the announcements, and I put my profile over there. So if you guys want to play Marvel Rivals with me, you can. Just go over to the Discord. You have to join the Discord. Let's see. Sid for Gwen said, kind of interested on how much better they look than Jada. Same price. I think Sid for Gwen, I think they're definitely taking a loss. I think they're going to really make that figure as awesome as possible, especially the first two. You know, it's kind of like to sell a console to sell the games. They might sell them a little bit of loss or at, just to, because the Storm collectibles line, like just the standard like figures, sell really well. Like if you're a fighting game fan, Storm collectibles is probably your figures, or like your fighting anime like Baki and stuff. I think they're gonna look really good. It just would be unfortunate if you have to go to Big Bad to pick them up. It'd be nice if they were in Walmart or Target, whatever the competitor, or the same. Brad Hawk Talk says, you may have already talked about it, but I am curious how much of Z we get this year with all the Diamond releases continue to dominate. Brad Hawk, we'll get to that in a second. That can be our next subject, so remind me. I want to talk about one more thing, catch up with comments, and then we'll definitely jump into that. Oh, Stream Elements is going off kilter and doing whatever the hell they want over on Twitch. They're telling you to go subscribe to my gaming channel. Don't do that. It's dead. So, Figuarts says, I really don't keep up with figure news. All I collect is Berserk, so that's a pretty slow drip. Yeah. Iserid, what's his name? I just butchered that. He came out the other day. Did you get him? Ishade? What? I don't know how to. Here it is. Here it is. Let's go to Kappa. Side note. Yeah, he came out the other day. He's on Kappa right now. Isirido? I'm probably butchering that, but he came out. He's in stock on Kappa, or if you already have him. Yeah, pretty good release. Okay. So yeah, he came out the other day. So I did see him, which is pretty cool. I like the fact that they keep coming out with other anime that really gets a lot of people interested. Like it doesn't have to be, you know, Naruto or Bleach or One Piece or anything like that to get people hooked. There's a lot of Godzilla coming out, Daima's coming out. They just dropped this guy here, which is a Gundam pilot from Gundam Seed. Like this right here, if they ever make like Hiro, Duo, Katra, anything like that, you better bet your butt I would be all over it. Is the chat hidden over here? Where's the display one? There. But if they made, because they're making Gundam Seed pilots, man, dude, if you make, I'm telling you right now, if you make, if you make Gundam Wing pilots, I'll be all over it for sure. What are my predictions for the Dragon Ball line? Okay, so Red Hawks talks about Dragon Ball Z, and then Dragon Ball wants, or Ball of Cheese wants to hear about predictions. Okay, so let's hit this one thing because I kind of want to talk about it because I'm kind of excited. Zod will definitely be the highlight of the year for Berserk. Hopefully, he looks sick. Let's do this real quick, and then we'll pop over to some Dragon Ball stuff. Here it is. So Big Bad is selling the Marvel Legends Maximum Series Spider-Man Deluxe action figure. So this is going to be a competitor into Mafex. So Mafex and SH Figuarts make Marvel stuff. SH Figuarts kind of does more of the MCU stuff, less comic book stuff. Mafex really does a lot of the comic book, the old Jim Lee, the old classic Daredevil, Spider-Man, stuff like that. Well, Marvel Legends is putting their hat in the ring. They're not as expensive. That doesn't always translate to quality. So just because the Spider-Man is $95 for Mafex and it's $50 for Marvel Legends, it doesn't always necessarily say that it's going to, you know, be better. So I'm kind of curious on what Marvel Legends is going to bring to the table. It is a $50 figure. It's made of plastic. You get the Spider-Man figure. You get 2 alternate head sculpts, determined head and unmasked head. You get 5 pairs of interchangeable hands. You get 4 web effect pieces, a web blast piece, and a Spidey sense piece. So you're getting quite a bit with this stuff. It's really nice to see competition kind of going in. And given those people that are Marvel Legend collectors, like really big Marvel collectors, maybe a little bit more of a premium figure. I don't think that this figure is going to be as premium as a Mafex. I mean, just looking at the hip construction, you do have these thigh cuts like normal Marvel Legends. They did get rid of the pins, and then of course the hip pieces, the hips are like really Marvel Legendy. But being $50, they maybe put like maybe $5 or $10 more of articulation, aesthetics into it to make it really look a little bit better. You still have the forearm twists as well, so if you spin those around, it's going to look kind of goofy. So they do have that. It does look like a Marvel Legend, but you're getting a lot of effects pieces. So that's, you got to make up your mind on when it comes to what you want out of these figures and the price range. I mean, yeah, you can get the Marvel Legend or the Mafex version of Spider-Man. He's $95. He looks really great. He's really articulated. But that's also 2 of these figures right here. Of course, he is sold out right now over on Big Bad. Everybody's excited for the opportunity of what they're going to offer. Of course, that's going to look like crap. Hold on, let me fix that real quick. so you can see that. There you go. You know what they're gonna offer real quick on like what they got going. You know, you got all the effects pieces. You got this. You got two different heads. You got all these different hand choices. You got the gloved hands as well. And then of course here's what the box looks like. Pretty cool stuff. I love more options, and I really think this is going to be a neat option to be a competitor against what oh my gosh, what's this what Mafex is doing. So it's really neat. If you're interested in this one, don't go out and do eBay prices, guys. I mean, this is their first. This is going to be the flagship. The reason they did the Maximum series and they started with Spider-Man. Spider-Man is if not the most popular character in the Marvel brand. So that's why they started with it. They're going to print tons of these guys. You're going to have an option to go out and get him. But I think I love more competition when it comes to this stuff, and I'm going to be on board for sure. So Marvel Legends is entering the game of the articulated 1/6 scale figures, which is pretty cool. So that's it for that. We talked about that. Let's see. Is there anything on Instagram that we need to cover? Is there any more news that we want to cover? Or we want to talk about your guys' Dragon Ball stuff? Zoro's box has been shown, and so has Luffy parts. Oh, we do need to show this. SH Figuarts One Piece is coming out with a new figure. A brand new item for SH Figuarts One Piece Egghead Island is upcoming. It's going to be Egghead Island, so the newest arc within One Piece. If you guys don't know what Egghead Island is, if you're not caught up on it, I could show you what the Luffy looks like. It looks a little goofy. It's kind of like a spacey looking figure. This is what the Luffy version of from the future Egghead Island. It's a little bit futuristic, but I think with what this looks like right here, guys, with the pink and the blue, I think it's going to be this is the character I think it's going to be Egghead. Can we just crop that? There we go. I think it's gonna be Nami. That's my main assumption. What's going on? I think we're gonna get the Nami from Egghead. I think the pink and you can see the blue in her headset. The pink and the blue matches the pink and the blue here. I think it's kind of a hint in what's going on with the letters. I don't think it's going to be any villain. I don't think it's going to be a brand new character we've never seen before. I expect it's just going to be the new version arc of XY character that we already have. So expect a Nami. That's my prediction on that. So that's, I think, the only news. Outside of that, I think everything else is just kind of whatever. Oh, the cooler is up. The cooler, the 40th anniversary, I think he's open for pre-order. He opened, I think, a couple weeks ago. So if you need a cooler with the base, he's over on Premium Bandai. So, all right. So, let's see. Red Hawk Talk says this figure seemed to drum up some drama. I figured if you don't like it, just vote with your wallet. For sure. Like, I love competition, even if they fall flat on their face. They'll learn something from it. I think a lot of people, maybe those $25 exclusive Legends people, those Marvel collectors, hardcore Marvel collectors, will jump on it and be excited for it, which I really, not everybody has to collect the same thing, and that's the cool thing about it. I don't think I'll go down the road. I think I like the Mafex. I think for my comic book stuff, I like Mafex for what I get. I've got 3 of them. I plan on getting a couple more. I'd be very, very selective on those because they're so expensive. But I don't know why people get like, what's the drama, Brad Hawk? Like, fill me in. I don't follow drama outside of, like, when it comes to the figure community. Outside of Mars, I talk to him. He's pretty much he fills me in for most of my stuff. Outside of Mars, like, I don't follow drama on Instagram. I don't follow all this stuff. All my figure news comes from you guys or Instagram. Like, when it comes to the company's posting, like, so if you guys want to fill me in on that, join the Discord. Hit me up on the Discord. I don't know. So, did you see all the new Marvel Spider-Man 2 Legends? I did. really cool. I excited for everybody that likes the game and wants the figures from it. Really love the game. I don't want the figures from it. I do have behind this light here, can't see it. I mean, you can barely see Miles, but I did print Miles Morales' helmet and then also Spider-Man's, and those are from the PS5 game. I did print those myself from my 3D printer, and the symbiote version of Spider-Man, his head is being printed right now. His cowl, and they are all scaled to my head, so I can put them on. So which is pretty cool. I've got let's see. So that's Scarlet Spider, so Ben Reilly. Then we've got Miles Morales beside that. Right there behind the light, you can't see it, is just regular Spider-Man. Up at the top is oh my gosh. Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool. Beside that is Hugh Jackman. I printed that as well. And then over here I've got Matthew Cox's. I'll just grab it. This one's easy to find. I got Matthew Cox's Daredevil. I printed that one, which is pretty sweet. And then I've got, this is the comic book version of Deadpool. So I printed the X-Force version, and I have the regular black and red version as well. I love these because they're more comic book based. They're all magnetized. Oh god. So, you know, just pop it on, pop all the magnets, clips together really easily and nicely, pops right in, and then take your, boom. So pretty sweet. All of them scaled to my head so I can put them on. They are not easily seen through, or not very easily with, you know, to speak from. So, but yes, I did see the Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2 game ones. Not gonna pick them up. I'm excited for the people that are excited for it. Competition is great. This is for Simp for Gwen. But it's always annoying when a new company starts a line and they have to go through the same first release as main characters and sidekicks. Yeah, that happens a lot. I'm really hurting when it comes in that vein, Simp for Gwen. Personally, I really don't like it because of oh my gosh, Demon Slayer. Oh my god, I'm blanking here. Demon Slayer is really bad on that because like every single release. So far we've got Tanjiro came out with Figma and Buzzmod. Then we got Nezuko came out with Figure and Buzzmod. Then we got Giyu, Buzzmod and Figma did it. Then you got Rengoku coming out, Figma and whatever. And then you got Akaza. So it's like the same 5 releases, which is this Streamlabs on Twitch. I need to stop that. It is driving me nuts. Stop it. Stop with these comments. I need to make sure I stop those. I'll do that for next time. Sorry guys. But yeah, like it is really annoying that they do the same 5. Like, I mean, they're gonna hit the big ones because they want to make sure it sells, and I get it, and yada yada. But like, I don't know. Like Demon Slayer, a great example is like, do the Stone Hashira. Like, just do something like, I understand they want to coincide with what's going on in the show, so people like, not everybody knows the Stone Hashira very well when it comes to, you know, the manga, because like not a lot of people read manga comparably to watch anime. So they want to get those anime, if they debut in the anime, they want to get those out. So I get it, but just like make one sidestep. I mean, geez, I'm really excited for what the Naruto line has been doing, because they've definitely done, like Shikamaru was never done before. I'm surprised we haven't gotten Gaara. So that is Sakura. Sakura was never made before. Simp also says, and there is always a chance the line fails and they never get to obscure characters the following one. Yeah, I mean, and that's also like when it comes to figures and like fails and failed lines, I try not to jump on a lot of lines that are like, an example would be Sakamoto Days. Sakamoto Days is coming out with Shin and Sakamoto, and I think they look great. I really love the manga. I actually have like literally all like what 15 volumes, 16 volumes of Sakamoto Days. I really love it. I'm gonna keep buying the manga, but like like this first season's on Netflix and it's good. They're finally getting to an arc that's actually pretty decent. It's okay. It's not the really good arc stuff. But then like what happens if the anime is just okay? or like, you know, it has the equivalent of a drop off of what Demon Slayer had. Demon Slayer was like the hottest anime of all time, and JJK was that way, and then of course people cooled off. And this one I don't feel like is getting the big drum up that everybody's excited for. I don't know if that's because of Netflix is handling it, or the voice acting is a little weird. But like, it's just not getting. And what happens if it cools off, and then somebody that's excited for it like literally gets Shin and Sakamoto, and then they cancel the line? I think Free Ren is in that vein where you got two characters and they're not doing anything else with it. So I try to be very selective because I don't want like 1 and 2 offs. I would say the one line that really bit me, that doesn't have a history, and like, I'm gonna get Gon and I'm gonna get Killua from Hunter x Hunter. I don't feel like that series is anything like new, or like the hot line. It's not in the same lines as Kaiju number 8 or Jujutsu Kaisen or all that. But I've been bit on 2 series. Jujutsu Kaisen, I pretty much got all of those except for 2, I think. I don't have the Todo, and I don't have I guess I don't have any from the Jujutsu Kaisen 0, so Uta or the other Gojo. So I try not to go down new lines. I want to see if they have a lot that I can collect. So Jujutsu Kaisen kind of burnt me because that series might be dead. And I don't know if I want to collect them. The material that they made them with is really weird. It gets like this white foggy stuff, and it looks kind of gross all the time. All of them have it because they're in their school uniforms. But the other one is Kaiju number 8. I kind of get bit with the bug with that one, and I don't regret it. That's probably the one I don't regret. The price point costs some stir. Oh, I mean, it's $50, man. Like, I don't think it should have been that high. We're talking about the Marvel Legends Maximum Spider-Man. I think that was expensive. I don't think they just took the double pinned elbows and knees out of it. They made it pinless. That doesn't warrant the expensive price that they put on it. I think $40 would have probably been fine. 50 was high. $35, I don't think they would have just marked it up by 10 and gave you all that. I think $39.99 would probably been the sweet spot for them. $50 I think was way too much. For what they made changes, they literally could give you like the $25 figure and then give you $25 worth of accessories, and I think they could have done that. But like doing the pinless legs and whatever, I don't think warrants, and especially with like I don't know, the thigh splits for Spider-Man look just gross. I think it looks bad. I don't like the way they did it. They didn't even taper it. They didn't even make it look different. It was literally the top of the thigh, the bottom of the thigh, and it split. I don't know. Like, to me, that's like $25 level stuff. I expect that from like a Jada, or like the upcoming Street Fighter stuff, which I don't even think they have that. Like, yeah. Oh, yeah, they have it. So like here, let me show you an example. So like Ken, he has the thigh split. I expect that, but this guy is, $26.99. So, like, I don't know, like $26.99, and that's what you get. Like, you're getting a lot of stuff. So you're giving me some extra hands. You're giving me some extra. Let's go. Ready? Did I shut that one down already? Maybe I hard exited it. Maybe I wasn't that interested. Yeah, I hard exited out that website already. Yeah. I don't know. I just. Oh man. By the way, side note, I was just browsing on Big Bad. Apparently they're making a Sagat in Jada, which is pretty sweet, but $30. They go up? Were they always 30? I don't know, guys. I don't know about that. Okay. Sorry. Cat with a laser here. I forgot what I was talking about. Anyway. Yeah. So, price point, whatever. Buy it. Vote with your wallet. I think somebody said that earlier. Was that you, Brad, that said that? Yeah, vote with your wallet. Yeah. That's 100% thing that you got to do. For sure. Burgo says, late to the stream. Hello. Hope they finished the Yu Yu Hakusho team. Yeah. That one's also one I bid on, but I don't know. I feel like that one's got a cult following. Hunter x Hunter, Yu Yu Hakusho. I think like those older animes, I think will definitely be. I'm kind of curious on what they'll do with Gintama. Gintama line. They announced him. They announced a couple figures for Rurouni Kenshin, but they only have 3. Is that one gonna die? That one's got a little bit of nostalgia behind it, so I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. So Daima saving me a ton of money this year, so I can dip my toes in other things. Heck yeah, man! Daima is taking over the world when it comes to Dragon Ball. Okay, so Ball of Cheese reminder for your Dragon Ball predictions. And then somebody else asked, you may have already talked about it, but I'm curious on how much of Z you will get this year with all the Diamond releases continuing to dominate. Okay, let's get into that subject. You guys want to talk about Dragon Ball Z? You guys want to talk about Dragon Ball stuff? We can talk about Dragon Ball stuff. So let me check, let me do a little bit of popping here real quick. I just want to see, let's see, I want to see what the last Z release was. The true Z release. Was it yeah, so Zarbon. Zarbon was the true new release that was announced in October, and it hasn't seen anything since then. It comes out in July. So since then, all we have gotten from Dragon Ball is we have gotten... Is that right? Yeah, that has to be right. Why is it showing all these? What is this website doing? So, yeah. So Zarbon was the last one that was a true Dragon Ball release. Since then, we've gotten 3 reprints. We've gotten the Broly, Legendary Broly. We got the Cooler, which came from the votes, and then of course we got the Legendary Goku, which is like the budget version, which is $20 cheaper. So Crash says, I'm back, and Jackson's here. Yo, what's going on? What's going on, guys? Thank you for being here. Thanks for jumping in. We got about 30 minutes left of the stream. Gonna hang out on a Saturday. We'll be back to our regular scheduled day on Fridays coming next week. So I'm hoping to have a guest on that week. I have to nail things down, but I hope to have our first guest on the channel next week. If not next week, maybe the week after. We'll see. But so personally, okay, so this is kind of where we're at. When Dragon Ball Super Hero came out, we were dominated there too. We were dominated to the point where I think all we got that year for Dragon Ball Super Hero, correct me if I'm wrong, were event exclusives. That's kind of where we're at right now, guys. Like, I don't think from Dragon Ball Daima alone, you got Super Saiyan 4 Mini that was just announced that we talked about at the beginning of the stream. You've got Super Saiyan 3 Super Saiyan 3 Goku Mini that was shown. Hasn't been announced yet. You've got the Elder. You've got Pansy that's been shown. You've got Shin that was shown. You got Glorio that's shown. You've got Ku and Du, the Majins, that haven't been announced yet. You've got big version of Goma with the third eye that hasn't been announced or said that is coming. So I think we're going to be in a Daima for probably for the next 6 months. You might hear some Dragon Ball release coming in maybe July around Comic-Con. I think that will be the true next Dragon Ball Z specific release, because that's when Zarbon comes out. I think they're going to drip feed us Dragon Ball Z, and I do think it's going to be Namek based. So there's an old post. Let me see if I can find it. I know I have a thumbnail, like a really old thumbnail of it. We're not going to watch the video. You guys can watch this video yourself. Let's see. Let's see. Videos. Oh my god, this is really old. Where is it at? Oh, there it is. So this came out. We're not gonna watch this. Okay. Whew. That's rough, guys. So this is a really old video. Look at that hair. That's in the old house. If you guys been here since then, this was 2 years ago. Put a W in the chat if you've been here since then. This has been a long time ago. Still have the same mic, by the way, which is pretty cool. But anyway, so if you're looking at this splash page here, so everything on this thing we have gotten we've gotten the second form. We've gotten the third form. We literally just got the black version of Vegeta. And then we got Kui. And then we got Monster Zarbon. So the only thing left is Nail. And I think that will be the next one. That is literally the only thing that from this sheet that we have gotten. Isn't that crazy? Like 2 years ago, this panel came out. I don't remember. I think I translated this in the video. You'll have to check out the video if you're interested in it. But 2 years ago, this video is only 4 minutes long. I talk about all these figures that were announced and what's more likely to come out. I think Nail's coming. I think Nail will be the next one. I think for some reason they got a bug in their head that Namek Saga is where the money is. And they keep jumping back to that, guys. Like, they cannot get out of the Namek Saga if their life depended on it. Like, they just keep going back to the well. We got in Zarbon. We would go into the little bit of the Cell arc. We would go back. But I think it might be a little bit before July. I'm going to say summertime. We're not going to see anything for the next couple months. Daima is just wrapping up next week. That will be the finale. I think after the finale, you might get 2 or 3 releases. And then you'll probably get one more Dragon Ball release. Or at least the next one. 1 or 2 for the rest of the year. I think Nail's going to be the next one. That would be my prediction. Let me know, guys, what do you guys think? Like, I definitely think there's going to be a lot. Like, you're going to have, I'm assuming that there's going to be some sort of Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta version. Like, it hasn't been shown in the show yet. I'm sure it's happening in the next episode. You're probably going to get the grown-up version of Goku. You're probably going to get some, whatever the fusion form, whatever they decide to call it, if it's Gogeta or if it's another form, I'm sure you're going to get that. You got Glorio, you got Pansy, you got Shin that have all been shown. Those are going to come out, you know, a couple months in between each other. You've got, like I said, the grown-up Goma. You've got that one. You've just got so much right now that's coming out in these releases that I think there's no room for Z. I think you'll get something in July around Comic-Con. You'll get some sort of color exclusives or something like that. That's kind of what they did with the shiny Jiren and the shiny Trunks. But I don't think you're going to see anything for Z until July, until like summertime. You might get it as early as April. I would say April to July, you'll see something maybe in June. Around then, and then you might get one in October. Like, I'm thinking 2. I don't think, I honestly thought the trajectory that they were going, you would get second form Cell by now. We'll just close this video down, but honestly, like, I think Nail is 100% coming. I think that is the next one on the docket. They've already, you know, like I showed you that video, like that video clip. It's the only one they haven't made. I just don't think Z's their focus right now. It's unfortunate, but also at the same time, it's really nice because in like one span, we got 14 figures from the Namek Saga, like bam, 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 bam. The Cell Saga needs some love. Second form Cell, I thought was around the corner. I was super wrong about that. Like, they were gearing up to it, like crawling through the sagas. They're reprinting Boo. I don't know if you guys saw that. So I have this version. Oh, he's right here. Like, we have this version right here. This is the Comic-Con exclusive one where he's got like the shiny, like Mr. Clean, like do your dishes shiny gloves. And they're reprinting the original. So they're reprinting that. I think that, like, oh, come on, camera. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. So I don't think you're gonna see anything other than, honestly, a Daima for right now. I think Daima is ruling the world right now. I think it's very popular. I think it's very fun. And there's so many, like, oh my god, I can't believe they did that. Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4. In this show, that's kind of gonna take the front seat right now, unfortunately. Yeah. I think 1Z. I think you'll get in around July. You'll hear Nail. That's my prediction. If I had to say a second one, I would say probably the Android. You might see an updated 17, 18, maybe even a 16. later than that. I don't think they're going all the way to second form cell quite yet. If they haven't already, I don't think they're going to go there. Yeah, I would say probably 17, 18, maybe an updated version of those. Maybe you'll get the 18 where she has the black vest. Maybe they'll go that with the gloves, like her second outfit. I don't know. We'll see. So, sorry, let me catch up on the comments. Sorry, it's been a minute. Wow, you guys are blowing up the chat. There we go. Brad Hawk says, Namek Saga does appear to be the golden child for Z. We got to get that Saiyan Saga Vegeta this year to match the Goku, though, right? Saiyan Saga Vegeta? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I think it's going to be a little bit because that they haven't even given the full details on that Goku yet. I don't think that's going to be a this year thing. I think that the Goku might be later this year, but that's already been announced, so I didn't really include that. That might be like a fall release, like October, November release, and then maybe the Vegeta the following. I really think they're going to dedicate the rest of the year because we've only got, I mean, almost only 7 months of the year left. And I mean, they've already got 3 figures announced and shown, or not shown, but announced. They've got, you know, you got the Pansy, the Glorio, and the Shin. So there's 3 figures that they've shown that they have prototypes that they're gonna make, but they haven't made them yet. So that's 3 out of 7. And they usually do only 1 release a month when it comes to a particular line. Like only 1 kaiju will come out, but it might come alongside like Ace or something, like what I have over here. But yeah, golden ticket. So I would say if you're gonna get the Vegeta, I think it's for sure coming though, Brad Hawk. But I'm gonna say probably early next year, like January, March. But the Goku will probably be November, October to November. Virgo says, I wonder how much of the Pi Dragon Ball Z figures make in sales. Like if they release a perfect cell this year, would he probably outsell most of the Diamond combined? Virgos, I don't think they see it that way. I think really, I really think that Dragon Ball as a whole, so Z, Daima, Super, whatever you say, I think it sells fairly well. I mean, I don't think they probably have the numbers. I would be very stupid if they didn't have the numbers between Z and Super and how that happens. But they for some odd reason treat Dragon Ball as one franchise. So if they're going to announce a Daima figure, you're not getting a Z figure. You're not getting a Super figure. I mean, literally the Super figures have died, which is a shame. Because like I'm reading the Moro arc right now in the manga. Holy crap. That might be the legitimate coolest freaking art so far in the entire Super that I read, or the entire Super that I watched. And then I'm now reading it because I didn't go back because I didn't care for it. But now, like, this might be the coolest thing. The only thing is I wish it wasn't on Namek. It seems like a little, like, rehash of Frieza, but Moro's really cool. And it's a shame that they're not going there, because you got Ultra Ego, you got Moro, Granola later. So, I don't think they see it between Super Z, Daima, Baba. I think it's just Dragon Ball as a whole. I would love for them to go back to OG Dragon Ball. I'd love some re-releases in original Dragon Ball. I loved it. I've never seen it. I only read the manga, and I literally blew through 19 volumes of the manga in like, I don't know, a day. It was crazy. So, Dragon Ball Cheese, even the medical machine made it to the SH Figuarts line. Yeah, well, and I hope that sells well. I know a lot of people didn't buy it. There's some people that like I talked to that didn't buy it, which I was kind of surprised. And the biggest reason, like, I thought it was really freaking cool, and it'd be kind of a cool centerpiece, especially if you put the Vegeta, like, laying his back up against it with his arms crossed and stuff, like they show, and have that specific character inside of the pod, like having the Saiyan Rays on Earth version inside the pod. I think it'd be really cool. What I'm excited and why I bought that more than anything is honestly because the possibilities that could come alongside that figure. Like, I would love Trunks's time machine. I would love a Saiyan pod. You know, stuff that are specific to the series that would be so awesome to get. You know, maybe they'll go all out, maybe make like a $400 or $500 Frieza ship or something. That'd be sick. You know, they have those in the Millennium Falcon. Why can't we get Frieza's ship that big, you know? Let's see. Because all those old Star Wars figures were that, like, 6 inches. So why not? Burgo says, I think we will get a 3.0 nail so that we can either, can later be used for a new Piccolo, though. I don't think it'll be 3.0. Burgos, I don't, maybe. I honestly think they'll just take Piccolo. And at some point, I wouldn't count this as a new announcement. I expect the Piccolo that came out, like I don't remember what the tagline of him is with the cape and all that. I expect a cloth version of that at some point. So, or like a re-release, but updated. Everything's the same except for his cape is cloth. Which I'll buy it because I like the cloth cape better. Craft Collect says Namek Saga might be the most detailed saga. Dude, it's stupid. I've got a buddy, which if you guys go back to the old streams, to one of the last streams that we streamed before I took my break, and check out the Rate Your Collection, my buddy Brad submitted photos, and like literally he has like I think he has like 4, maybe 5 of the Detolfs, and like he's got like a Saiyan, he's got like this random stuff, and then like 15 of those squares are Namek, just because so many figures are coming out in the Namek Saga. Like if you think about it, like outside of the oddball ones, they had 14 figures. They had 7 Dragon Balls, so 7 characters came with the Dragon Ball, and then they did it again with the glowing activated Dragon Balls. So it's another 7, so 14 alone came out in there. So, but it's crazy. Simfric Gwen says, have they even used the 3.0 body for anything other than Goku? It seemed like such a big deal when they released, but then they keep using 2.0. I don't think so. I think it might be a logistic nightmare. I think the 2.0 looks good enough, and I think it functions good enough. I don't think they're that, and there's no competition out there pushing them forward. That's the biggest thing, and that's why I'm excited for Marvel Legends. That's why I'm excited for Legends Maximum line. That's why I'm excited for the Storm Arena stuff happening. There's something that needs to get in the game to push Tamashii forward. I just think they're kind of like, hey, we can do the old stuff, they'll buy it. And I mean, granted, like for what it is, like 2.0 is not horrible. And they look good. They just look perfect, exactly the way they need to look. So I don't expect 3.0s. It's a happy surprise when it happens, but it's probably going to be 2.0. And I'm not meaning to be pessimistic. It's just that's the reality of money. So, Brad Hawk says, I'm fine with Daima taking the limelight. Let me still talk about releases without needing to buy any. LOL. Already grabbed that Broly/cooler. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. Like, in the people that are enjoying the show or hate the show or just are whatever about the show, right? Like, the coolest thing about that is, like, if you're cool with the show or you don't like the show, but you're not going down the figure line, man, you are getting a well-rested break or the opportunity to go down another line if there's, Kaiju number 8 out there that you want to collect, or you're excited for Sakamoto Days coming out, or maybe go down the Chainsaw Man line. Like, it gives you opportunity to take a break from your wallet or go to a completely different series. Start collecting Marvel Legends. Start collecting other toy lines, Mafex, when it comes to stuff like that. DC figures, McFarlane figures. So it's really neat. And I definitely think it's doing well enough. It's getting, and especially with the passing of Akira Toriyama, like, I think a lot of people have taken pride and love in this series because it was one of the last projects he was really heavily involved in. And I think that's why people really, really enjoy it. And I think they're going to give it the respect and the love that it is going to get and needs to get right now. And that's awesome for some people. I mean, it sucks because it's going to delay your collection, but at the same time, it's going to save you money. Money is all about, saving money. But the Cooler and the Broly are nice. So if you didn't have those for your Z collection, there's $200 you can, give Tamashii. Jackson said, didn't they say that the Goku was a March release? Is it? The new Goku is coming out next month. Really? Interesting. Where? We haven't got any information. Was that a Tamashii post? I'm gonna scroll through Instagram. I'll read this together. But it's not that I don't believe you guys. Obviously, you guys are more knowledgeable about this than I am. Let's pop up the Instagram here. Yeah, it says schedule releases in March of 2025. It's the lowest born Saiyan. Only available in North America. Available at select retailers. More information coming soon. That was 5 weeks ago. What is the definition of soon? It's been 5 weeks, over a month. Tifu Nut, my guy that I follow on Instagram and chat with here occasionally, says that Tamashii is allergic to 3.0 Gokus. It's funny. It might be that Walmart, like kind of what they did with Kaioken Goku, or the Kaioken version. It might just drop at a Target or Walmart on the shelf without an actual announcement. I definitely need this figure. It's kind of weird that they're shadow dropping it, but at the same time, it literally is just new faces. I'm excited for this one though. That one right there. But thank you. Hey, that's the whole point of live streaming, just making mistakes, and you guys are in there to swift correct me, and I love it. But yeah, he's March. I'm chat, you know, you're one up on me, you corrected me. Yes, it's March. But where? I'm assuming probably Target and stuff. Balshi says in the SH Figuarts, I'm sure they mentioned a floating time machine. Ooh, that'd be sweet. I need it. I never read the Figuarts. I sold that thing faster than I didn't like the figure. I didn't care. The book was kind of crappy. I sold it. Got my money back and then some. I was able to buy a figure or two with it, which is pretty sweet. They said that it was a USU exclusive. It is, which I hate. I think that's stupid. Why is it North America exclusive? Like, what about all our Aussie friends or UK friends or, you know, that kind of stuff? Like, it's North American, so it'll probably come out in Canada too. So it's not just US, it's North America. But I don't know. It sucks. Burgo says we will see it in Walmart and Target before Tamashii posts about it. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. It's shadow drop like Kaioken last year. Yep, that's what I'm thinking, Burgos. We'll probably see it in stores. Somebody will have it in their hands before they even announce it, which I don't understand. Burgos said they said that the same thing with that Jiraiya they teased. Jackson, what did they... It's a US exclusive Jiraiya? Like, stop it, Streamlabs. Or Stream Elements. Jeez Louise, chill. What are you talking about? What do you mean what about the Jiraiya? Is there a Jiraiya post too? I remember seeing the tease. Oh, by the way, side note, I think these are cool. I will pick them up if they go on sale, which I expect them to do. Probably go on Amazon for half their prices eventually. Also, Shin here. Oh, that's just the Figma minis. The Shin here looks like it's got the same articulation when it comes to the shoulders that Momo had, and apparently that was atrocious. So that'll be something to look out for. But I thought that I like the show. Manga's a lot better. So no, they said more information coming soon. That was a while ago. Yeah, when did that? Jeez, that was a long time ago. Cause wasn't it Tsunade and somebody beside him? And then it's like a blank in the middle saying new. When was that post? Gosh, that was forever ago. Cause that was back at the con, wasn't it? Here's the Tsunade. Oh yeah, it's right here. Hey, I found it. 12 weeks ago. Let's do Instagram. Boop. Yeah, here it is. Japanese pre-order for the Tsunade. Close in just 2 days. We've released a new product over blog. Blah 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 blah. Only one item away from having all of the three of the legendary Sonic. Well, but they remade the original one. So what? She has that? She has those faces? She has it released? Does she actually have it released? Huh. But anyway, yeah, here's this one. They didn't say anything about... Huh. This is odd. Don't they already have that figure out though? Like they remade it. Sakamoto looks good. That's a while ago. Sakamoto looks good. Yeah, he does. I wonder if they'll make the thin version too. It was the 3 Sanin Sakamoto. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I enjoy the... You guys read it? Watch it? What do you guys... Are you guys enjoying Sakamoto Days? Are you watching it? Are you interested? Not interested? So, I just hope that Tsunade, like, this is actually what we're gonna get, and we don't get... Oh, my God. Why does my camera keep popping out? There it is. Sorry. Yeah. So I just hope it doesn't look like this. I hope we actually get what we're supposed to get and this doesn't happen again. That's kind of where I wanted to leave it at. Kind of quick. We got a couple more minutes here. Then of course we'll leave, you know, the last half of it open to questions and you guys to ask what you want and all that. Let's do second cam here. So this is what I picked up. I just got Asen and I got Hoshina. This is the vice captain for Kaiju number 8 if you guys don't watch it. I think these figures look sweet. Go ahead and take that and center Ace up. I am reading One Piece. We are still in Water 7. Really, really enjoying this one. I thought for the value for Ace, I got him for... What did I get him for? 75? 85? Let's see. Ace. One Piece. Why is that not coming? Piece Ace. What did I get him for? Let him spin. Let him spin for a minute. I got him for $85. He was sold out on Kappa. 85 bucks. I feel like the stuff that he gets is incredible. Let's go ahead and open him up and we'll pop him in there. We can definitely go into a little bit more detail about this stuff. I just kind of want to, I don't know. I just want to kind of gloat of stuff that I got. So he's got 2 trays. So here's tray 1. Of everything he comes with, like 85 bucks, and this is what we're getting, guys. I'll show this tray 2 on my face cam here. So this is the robe from the Alabasta arc. It is a soft good. It is a soft good. I think it's his scarf, maybe. And then of course all the flame effects on this tray. So that's what tray 2. It is a 2-trayer. Why does the camera keep flicking out? Like this is, stop. Man, Elgato is like the crappiest products ever. Just FYI, don't buy Elgato. Just wait for it. What is going on, dude? Don't do anything. Don't breathe or it's gonna cut out. But yeah, so there is the second tray, the soft goods, the flame effects and all that. And then of course, there's Ace. With all the stuff in him, he looks amazing. For 85 bucks, all the stuff, the detail on the back, his tattoo on his back is really cool. The fact that you get the replacement head to use his hat and stuff, which is really sweet, which he's absolutely gonna wear his hat. I'm down for that. The other one is obviously, we'll go through that one. That's Hoshina. I'm really excited about this one. You guys probably don't care. I'm a big Kaiju number 8 fan. I am in keeping up with the manga. Physically, I don't like to read it digitally. Put strain on my eyes, so I like to read it physically. I love holding the books, and it looks really nice on the shelf. So I've been reading this one physically. Excited to get to chapter 120. I've seen some stuff about that watching the Weeb Commander. I'm excited for that. But yeah, I had to get Hoshina, which is really cool. He's just a 1-trayer. So there's everything that he comes with. He does come with the extra face for Kaiju number 8. It almost makes it to the point where like every figure in the Kaiju number 8 line has come out with a face for Kaiju number 8. So it's almost like, should I buy 2? You know, like just to have different options for the face, because I have, you know, I have every single figure. I have Kaiju number 9, number 8, Shinomina, I have Hoshino now, I've got Mina, I've got Reno, So I've got all of them, and every single one of them came with a piece. Obviously, Kaiju 8 did, but everybody outside of him came with pieces. Far Kaiju, Kaiju number 8. So it's like, I don't know. I'm excited to get that. I really do want a Kafka, just a straight Kafka in this uniform. I know this is pretty basic, pretty easy for them to do. Probably not that, does not cost them as much to do this as much as possible, but I absolutely love this and adore this anime. And I really like the manga a lot. I kind of wish they wouldn't have done this form. I'm really glad that they got this form, but I kind of wish they waited and got his red suit. If you know what I'm talking about, it's really freaking cool in the anime. But the next one is, I'll show the box first, and then we'll throw the figure up there. There is Pain. I got Pain in from the Naruto series. Really sick character. That's the box. We'll get a nice, good spin on that so you can see everything. The pink is really pretty. It's like a pinky purple. It's really, really nice. I really enjoy it. Go ahead and open up so you can see the soft shell, and then I'll put him on the thing. I showed you guys and gave you that tease earlier what he looked like. This is everything that he comes with that's not on him. He is only a single shell guy right now. The Akatsuki cloak actually came in just a baggie taped to the back. Oh, that fell over. Throw him up on there. And here he is. The Akatsuki cloak looks great. There is a little bit of a bagginess to it. I expect that to come down in time after it just seems like it's really stark. It's really like shocked to the point where it's super stiff. There's a little bit of clip that kind of like clips in like that. In the front of his breast to keep the cloak on. Looks really sick, like accurate as hell, like such a good figure. And like this is what gets me excited for the Naruto series, because it's like stuff like this where it is 100% like it looks like from the show. It's really sweet. It comes with everything you hoped it would come with. And yeah, I think it looks really dope. If you're a Naruto fan, this is the villain. Looks really, really great. I actually took him out, obviously, and I put him on my shelf. Hoshina is also going to get the same treatment. He's going to go on my Kaiju shelf, which all of them are up there. I'm going to have to move a couple things, but he's definitely going out too. Alright, so the next one I got is the Daima version of Piccolo. So there's the box. I'll show the clamshell here in a second. I don't know. I like to take the minute. I know it's probably not the most exciting thing about these figures, but I like to take a look at the box. I think it tells you everything about it that you need to know. You know, I don't know. It's just pretty. I think they do a good job. There are people that are employed to do this job. And I really like the purpley metallic across the box there, and I think it looks great. Of course, he comes with multiple heads, so you can have them with or without the dome. He's not in there. I'll show you the figure here in 1 second. Winner Bala Cheese says, when are we gonna have another rate my collection stream? I don't know, maybe a year after the last one. When was that? That was probably 8 months ago, 9 months ago, probably a year after that. So I'd love, you know what I'd really like? I would like to get the house done. Obviously, we're making strides on getting the house done. I'll have the collection room. After the collection room's done, we're going to do an external building for my studio so we can really start ramping this YouTube thing up. And then I would love to do a tour and you guys rate my collection, because it's only fair. So, of course, he comes with extra arms because he comes with his crossed arms. Here is tiny little Piccolo. This is the pose I put him in. This is the only pose that I would ever want him in. I think it is so sick. He looks really neat. He's got that cloak the cape is soft good. It was really hard to put his crossed arms on. They just seemed like they kept falling out. There wasn't a really good click. It's almost kind of like you line them up and you kind of like, it just feels like it mushes together. There's no real nice snap. Wasn't a big fan of that, but it looks really good. Once I got into the pose I wanted, which took a minute, I think it looks really, really nice. Whoa, the man's in the house. Mountain Arch Reviews, what up, brother? Yo, nice pickups. Thank you, brother. I always spent money on them, right? So, and then the next one, of course, is probably everybody's favorite. It's going to be this guy right here. It is the Namekian Premium Bandai version of Vegeta. Odd that this was Premium Bandai. It's a Vegeta. It's a new form of Vegeta. Why that wouldn't sell outside of just a normal release makes no sense. I haven't taken him out yet. He still does have the plastic around his midsection. But, I mean, kind of cool figure. Go ahead and pop him open so you can see everything that comes in the clamshell. There it is. So, you got a replacement breastplate, backplate, midsection, and back midsection. We get a lot of faces with this guy. We get, what, 5 faces. We get 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of hands. You get the crossed arms and stuff. So, I don't know. I just definitely think this is probably one of the neatest Dragon Ball releases, I feel like. Which I think is really cool to see. I don't know. It just... It definitely lacks in articulation that I've noticed. Let's go ahead and take him. Let's go ahead and take him out of the clamshell. This is Dragon Ball Z. This is what the channel is growing on. This is probably what you guys want to see. Let's go ahead and take him out. Just removed the plastic the first time. It is mine. Oh, his fist just fell off. That's super cool. Quality there. That is not okay. There we go. That was not sticking. Oh, that looks really cool. Actually, looks good. All right, let's go ahead and put him. Let's see if I can stand him. We're not posing him. We're just putting him on there. Looks sick. I really like this. It'd be cool to have like another camera set up so I could like put the accessories. Have this guy just spin and have the accessories. But we can hold those up to the screen here once we get the spin on him. And then I also want to show you this. This is like a freaking nightmare fuel here. He does have articulation restrictions. This is kind of what I talked about. Does this come out? Yeah, that comes out. So this is just like nightmare stuff. Look at this. That is his entire belly part, lower back part, and breastplate removed. So that's how it gets removed. You can put it with the battle damage stuff on. Let's go ahead and that would just give you nightmares, right, guys? So let's go ahead and pop this battle damage part on so we can see what that kind of looks like. I don't know. You need this new chop piece? Oh yeah, because it's slightly different because it has the cracks in it. That go in? Okay, we are struggling. We are on struggle street right now. There we go. This base in. Put this piece. That's kind of cool. Okay, I mean, and we'll look at articulation, but I want to I put that guy together in there. That's pretty cool. I really like that. It on the back. It's just he's got a skeleton that has the pinholes in it. He just snapped those in and out. It kind of reminds me of like the old school Jack's Pacific ones from the 90s where you literally like take their top of their gi and it's like pins together and you just take it apart and it clasps around them. So you can have them shirtless or with the shirt on. That kind of is what it reminds me of that. But also at the same time, like, that's freaking cool. Like, now let's go to full screen here and I'll grab him and I'll show you. So, we're we don't just, glaze all these figures. We're going to show what's going on. Like, that's his ab crunch, guys. Like, that's it. Like, he can slightly bend forward. Like, that's it. Here's his lean back. Slightly lean back. He can look up quite a bit, but, like, his abdomen does not, like, move, like, at all. Like, that is as little of his abdomen as possible. Like, he does not lean forward. Like, that's his lean back, which is pretty much straight up. That's his lean forward, which is, like, lightly hunched. Like, this is me, like, sitting in my gaming chair sometimes when I have to correct my posture. Just that's all you pretty much get for ab crunch. So there is a little bit of a you know, a little bit of a, what do you want to say, like, trade-off when it comes to that. But it's kind of cool. I think that's kind of cool. I'm probably gonna leave that on there. I like that. I like the battle damage. I think that looks cool. As long as these pieces fit back in here. Hold on, let me put these pieces away so I don't lose them. Because if I lose these, I'm gonna have the worst time ever. Cool. All right, so let's go full screen. I'll show you the faceplates on him. We're gonna go a little bit more. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. We're gonna go full here. We'll get him a little bit close to the camera. We're kind of going a little bit more in depth with Vegeta because this is kind of like what the channel's about, you know, more Dragon Ball. So we got a yelling face, pretty sweet, not too bad. What we got? We got a yelling face, pretty cool. You know, not too bad. We got his sleeping face. So, you know, this is the one where he's leaning against the healing pod, or the healing tank that Goku's coming, or what's coming in SH Figuarts. And then, of course, you got his crying face. I like this one. It shows the emotion from the saga, but us at the same time, I wanted the one where he's laying on the side and the tear is coming off the corner of his eye, like when he just got killed. Because if you look at... Let me grab him. If you look at the front breastplate... So he has the big the big hole where he was shot by Krillin, but he doesn't have the breastplate pierce up here where he was shot by Frieza, where he was killed, where he gave his dying declaration to Kakarot to basically give him all his pride of the Saiyans on his shoulders. Like, I felt like that was a really important scene, and it should have had that. I don't know why they didn't. I don't think it's a thing of too graphic or anything. I don't know. I just feel like they definitely should have added those, because I mean they did your, you know, your boy Yamcha bad, where they had his horrible you know, where they had his gruesome moment. But anyway, let's see. Boss just love the Vegeta faceplates. Yeah, they're really good. They're very well, like, I don't know. They look really good. Be careful with this armor. Mine does not click well. Yeah, I had to make sure it was lined up. I had to, like, set up and, like, it meant more squished in than anything. Craft Collect says we are hyped for this video to get made. Then they announced him and they were, then we were semi-impressed. I think it's cool. I just think, you know, here's the thing. Let me ask you a question, chat, and, you know, what do you guys think? Like, would you rather them make safe choices and make the same thing every time and it always is the same, or take risks even though it may or may not work? Like, answer, I'm just kind of curious on that. Like, what do you, like, you know, what do you guys think? Like, would you want them to never make risks to possibly improve the line, or would you rather them play it safe, where they, you know, and then that way you get a decent product, but it never gets better? So to me, this was an experiment. It wasn't hated, but it also wasn't really well received. So I don't know if they'll ever do it again, but I like to see them make those improvements and try something new. The same thing is with the soft goods cloak cape part on Gohan, Teen Gohan. So I don't know. It's really, it is what it is. If you guys are for it or against it, that's fine. I like them to take risks. As long as it looks good, it may not, it doesn't look like a bad figure. It's not a Shikamaru printing error where he looks horrible. It's just, it's something they tried. Do I want them to continue doing this? No. It definitely sacrifices the crunch, and I think that is starting to become a bigger of an issue because Dandadan's Okaroon is having the same issues where people are literally peeling the figure apart and cutting parts out of him for him to articulate like they want him to. So it's just, oof, I couldn't take a knife to these figures. They're too expensive. I don't want to screw it up, and I don't think it's that big of an issue. It's an unfortunate issue, and I think that should have been corrected, but I don't know. It is what it is. So, with that, guys, we did a couple more extra minutes live here on YouTube and Twitch. If you guys do me a quick favor, put a like on the video. Helps the stream. We will be back next Friday at 7:30 Central Standard Time. So we are doing it Friday. I appreciate everybody. Mountain Orange Reviews, Ball of Cheese, Jackson, Simp for Gwen, Craft Collects, Action Figure Avenue, all you that dropped in and say hello. I appreciate it. If I did not catch everybody, I do appreciate you dropping in. If you guys do me a favor, put a like on the stream. That helps the algorithm here on YouTube. And also, guys, if you have a Twitch, if you'll do me a favor after the stream, just pop over to my Twitch and give it a follow. That'd be really, really cool. It's just really nice that I'm able to stream on both platforms. It'd be really nice if you guys jump over there, if you give me a follow as well. But guys, we will be live next Friday. That is September 28th. We will be live at 7:30 Central Standard Time. Planning for a guest. If not, I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna have fun and we're gonna talk about figures. We're gonna rant a little bit. It should be fun. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. I have a Snook, and I'll see you in the next one.